So my husband and I recently gave our daughter's bathroom a major overhaul, and part of that included using the Rust-oleum tub&tile refinishing kit. We wanted to take her 1990s shower tub insert from a almondy, buttery yellow to a nice bright white to match the current farmhouse trend throughout the rest of our house. A huge part of this process involves prepping the surface. My husband spent a good amount of time doing that with the products I just showed you. The Clorox cleaner with Scotch-Brite pads. He scrubbed down the whole entire surface really, really well. Then he rinsed it and used Lime Away to pick up anything that the Clorox cleaner didn't. And he also wet sanded the entire surface. Okay, so the kit is pretty basic. There's two parts, part A and part B. You simply pour part A into part B and stir it really, really well. It starts out very watery, and we learned a couple of lessons along the way, and I will share some tips with you in the end about that. The longer it sits in your paint tray, the thicker it gets. So just keep that in mind. And again, I'll share lessons learned here in just a little bit. So I know there are several places you can purchase this kit, but we purchased our kit and all of our supplies at Spectrum Paint Company. Wow, look at that. So bright, bright white. So much better than that ugly yellow color. Guys, we are so pleased with how this turned out. It just really made a huge difference in my daughter's new bathroom renovation. Okay, so while you're admiring the renovation process here, I'm just going to share some things that we learned and some tips about the products we used. We used a 1/4 inch nap roller, shed resistant. We used some painter's tape on the roller to remove any excess lint so it didn't show up in our finish. We also used a inexpensive brush, preferably one that doesn't shed bristles. Those two items worked really, really well for our process. My husband brushed most of it while I rolled it, and then I had to step away because the fumes are pretty overwhelming, and he completed it. He did an excellent job. We also learned that we probably should have mixed up the kit into 2 equal parts. The first part for the first application, wait 1 hour for dry time, then come back and mix the second half of the kit for the second coat. Another thing we probably would do differently would be applying a 3rd or possibly even a 4th coat just to prevent blotchiness. We're super pleased with the finish and highly recommend this product.